Surgical ablation is the purposeful destruction or removal of a region of the brain. Most experimental ablation studies are usually carried out on animals. Analysis must also be inferential when considering metacognition in these studies, since not all species demonstrate metacognitive aptitude. However, such studies can be highly selective and specific about the brain regions that they are studying, and they have served to identify the role of specific brain injuries of specific brain areas like motor areas or prefrontal cortex. Ablation studies have found that behavioral habit formation is among the brain's most highly conserved ability. Lashley indicated that even combined destruction of the prefrontal, parietal, occipital, and temporal areas, excluding the primary sensory cortex, do not prevent habit formation from occurring, although pre-existing habits are lost and their reformation is greatly impacted. Observed behavior related to habit formation could be just highly ingrained through stimulus response mechanisms, or perhaps it's a primitive and embodied manifestation of some sort of deeper self-regulation mechanism. How one answers this question has tremendous functional, philosophical, physiological implications. Not only do specific brain lesions fail to produce cases of pure localization of function, it is equally difficult to identify if observed effects represent a genuine total loss of a neurological skill or just a disruption in the brain's general organization. In other words, it's nearly impossible to rule out that a given presentation is the result of a loss of a functional unit in the brain or just the disruption of a more peripheral yet fundamental process in the networking. For example, further studies of Wernicke's aphasiatics have shown that they are unable to sort of group words in relation to shared categories or features, and instead they tie words to affect and emotional and situational data. So rather than a loss of semantic expression, Wernicke aphasiatics may just lack the ability to access semantic information for their linguistic use. This suggests perhaps that they are suffering a disruption in their brain organization rather than an actual loss of a skill. However, the weirdest lesion studies come from the severing of the corpus callosum, and that will be the topic of our next video.